Hey, it's me. Welcome to Cool Otaku's What's My Favorite Anime or Manga. And if you've ever watched my videos, you should already know the answer to this. Plus J-Man, who took over for Dragon because Dragon can't hack it as the boss anymore, he already explained what mine would be, so therefore my video is moot. And therefore I will tell you the answer to your questions that you wish to have answered, that is what the anime or manga that is my favorite is. So, be prepared. It's a big surprise, but my favorite anime or manga ever is Sailor Moon. Yes, true. Who would have guessed that I like Sailor Moon more than anything else? No, I'm just kidding. Ha ha. It really is One Piece. One Piece is my favorite manga, anime, cartoon, whatever you want to call it, ever. And yeah, that's that. I read and watch it all the time. I have One Piece sandwiches that I make and cut into squares and I eat all the time, and that makes me cool, don't you think? Let me know what you think. Feel free to share what your favorite manga, anime, or pornographic material is, because we all want to know here on the Cool Otakus. And you're just not cool if you don't like anime or manga. I do want to make something clear. In a video I made earlier, I did mention One Piece being like the best in sales all time or some shit, and that was probably not a good, that's not necessarily a good indicator whether or not something's good or not, and I apologize for that. I was kind of in a heated thing when I was talking about my epic rantish, it's too long thing. The main thing was that just because something's long doesn't mean you can't watch or read it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good, and that was, I don't know, like a fallacy on my part, and I just want to correct that, so I'm letting that there. And J-Man made mention of that. He didn't call me out or nothing, but what he said was true, and I just want to let that out. And that's not, but fucking One Piece is the best, and I'm a fanboy, yeah, so deal with it. What else, haters? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. There was one thing I was going to say. He said something else. Damn, I should have rewatched his video. There was something I wanted to mention in his video that he said that I wanted to comment on. I think maybe the whole Sanji thing. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. I can understand where you're coming from. Oda did kind of make Sanji, like, lately into too much of a comic relief. I give you that. So yeah, maybe you're true there, but I don't know, that doesn't really bother me that much. I guess I'm too big a fanboy to care that much. Plus Sanji's not my favorite character. A lot of Sanji favorite character lovers, they really had a problem with it. I remember that, and they were crying about that shit. But why is it my favorite? Well, main thing is story, really. Story. It has one of the most well-developed stories for a long-running manga that I know of. And yes, I'm sure there's maybe better stories overall or whatnot, but to me it's really good, and it's pretty well thought out for the most part. Oda doesn't have as many like errors and, you know, continuity problems as some manga and anime or even TV shows or movies or whatever that a lot of them can have. I'm sure he's made mistakes, but I'll overlook him because I love him. Love you. So that's that. The artwork is unique. A lot of people used to bitch about it. Oh, I don't like it. Well, it's definitely different than any, like, normal, like, not normal, but some shonen, you know. So, yeah, I like the artwork. It kind of sets it apart. And if you read Bakuman, you watch Bakuman, you know, they talk about that. They actually mention that, how it's kind of good to have your own style, kind of separate you from everybody else. You can have good art and whatnot, and that helps, but if you can be kind of different and still be good, and I think he always pays real good attention to detail. Like, he's always got backgrounds and, like, detail in his backgrounds most of the time, never rarely, ever, like, just an empty white background like some people, Kubo. I think he creates memorable characters, too. It's another thing, like, he can make me go from, like, hating someone to liking someone and not caring to giving a shit about them in like a few chapters. So that's another thing that I really like about One Piece. It's got humor, it's got action, it's got emotion, it's got all that kind of thing. I know J-Man likes Naruto a lot, and I kind of like Naruto too, but I wouldn't even put Naruto in my top 2. I would like, I would say probably my number 2. Like, some people give me some shit about this, because, like, people like Fairy Tail, but they don't, like, some people don't like it too. But I put Fairy Tail as, like, my number 2 right now overall, to tell you the truth. And then I like Bakuman a lot. I think I like it a lot, and I'm surprised it ain't even more popular. But it might be getting more popular in Japan and the rest of the world now that it has the anime out. Because if people are really into like manga and stuff like that, this is kind of like a small behind the scenes, getting to see how it's done, and that's interesting to me. And I think it's interesting to a lot of people who are fans of anime and manga. Yeah, some of the aspects of it are kind of kooky or goofy or whatever, but it's an anime manga, so what do you expect? What else do I like? I like the old Bleach. I don't really like the new Bleach, but yeah. But mostly I do like Fairy Tail. And I tell you what, a lot of people don't like this, and I think the anime is kind of fucking it up for the manga. But I like Beelzebub, and if for those people who kind of liked how the anime was starting, go check out the manga if you can. Hopefully soon they'll release in English, like unofficial volume of it, but I really got into it, and the story is pretty good and it's funny, but I can see how people are getting frustrated with the anime. It's been filler a bunch lately, and it's kind of same old shit, but at one point it does kind of get better in my opinion, and I like it, to tell you the truth. It's up there for me, and Reborn as well is up there for me. I really love the anime. Like, it was so hilarious. And then it started getting like more serious now, and like in the manga it is like stepped up, and this whole last arc in the manga has been pretty awesome in my opinion. I really look forward to it every week, more so than the only big 3 that I'm like, what I put in my top 3 would be One Piece. Naruto and Bleach are like in my outside my top 3. My top 3 would be One Piece, Fairy Tail, Bakuman right now. And then like Beelzebub even better than Naruto and stuff, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. So yep, that's that. Thanks for watching the Cool Otakus and me. Check out stuff, horror, blah blah blah. I don't want to bother y'all with that every damn week. Just remember. Thanks guys, and appreciate you watching, and hopefully Dragon will be back next week. If not, I'm sure he'll force one of us to do it for him, and he'll say, ha 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 ha, I'm busy with my life. I can't do anything on this channel even though I created it.